Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show, and welcome to another recruitment video. All thanks to our good friend Raycheetah, who actually inspired this whole line of thinking back last week or the week before when I did the second best Dungeon Master's help book, whatever I called it, talking about the top secret SI Administrator's Guide. How to Dungeon Master, and he proposed the idea of a fantasy role-playing game, but an espionage game, kind of mixed or melded together, or a D&D type game with heavy espionage and subterfuge and spy versus spy kind of thing. So Ray, thank you. I'm going to do it. I actually feel like this is the closest I'm going to get to running a top secret SI game. Maybe, who knows, maybe later we'll get around to that. Maybe in the fall. But in the meantime, I'm going to start drawing up a brand new D&D world. No super sciencey techno stuff. It's going to be just straight good old-fashioned D&D. Unearthed Arcana, D&D's book, Oriental Adventures, maybe. Probably won't need it though, but good old-fashioned D&D. Do I have my list? I do have it here. But the characters are going to be working like directly for the king on a secret kind of, as a secret covert ops team, trying to root out a particular form of corruption within the kingdom. And I need, and believe it or not, TM James is going to lose his shit over this. It's going to be mostly human-centric, just because of the loyalty factor to the king. Although I have made some contingencies here for, a possible couple of demi-humans if the players are into it. But that depends on the players, and it depends on which of these characters are chosen. I need a paladin. Obviously, got to be human. I need a cleric, also got to be human, because one religion kind of thing, good versus evil, and having vying religions and things like that just really won't work. I mean, there could be minor religions throughout the kingdom and the empire, etc., but for the most part, there's going to be a dominant one that's being attacked. Imagine that. Then I need a ranger. The ranger could be a half-elf, mixed heritage and more loyal to the human side, but had some upbringing because of his elven nature. Therefore, that's why he or she might be a ranger. I need a thief. Obviously, you need someone more of a locksmith, if you will, or expert trap disarmer, something like that. Could be human, could be dwarf, could be hobbit. I suppose half elf, but that depends on the player, what they're looking for. I'm going to allow a human, a lawful evil assassin, into the party, who, like the paladin, is also loyal to the king, just knows that things got to be done a certain way, and the fact that they're willing to murder and kill people for the king, for the betterment of the society, kind of like the guy in Serenity, the bad guy at the end, working for the betterment of society. That guy. Also, obviously, there's got to be a magic user, even though there will be a court wizard to the king who will be kind of like your Q from James Bond, occasionally hand down some cool magic, gizmos, gadgets, if you will, to get certain jobs done. Now, mind you, this isn't going to be linear or a railroad. You guys will have to root out the evil, the best of your abilities. All I will do is provide you with clues and instances and things that you hear about this, you hear about that. Maybe it's part of the cult, if you will, or the bad guys. Maybe it's not. Who knows? And then I might add one more character profession to make an even 7. I know that's not how that works, but your lucky number, or whatever you want to look at it. If not, these 6, depending on who decides to join up, and If there are 7, we can run with smaller groups if certain people can't make it. Now here comes the hard part: who and when would we play? I don't know. I do not have Mondays available. I do not have Sundays available. Saturdays. I basically got maybe Tuesdays, absolutely Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. But I may be in Bloodworth's game on Tuesdays, so I don't know. It depends. I also have something else brewing, so Tuesdays might not be available. But for the most part, I definitely have Wednesdays, Thursdays, and possibly Fridays. But I don't want to step on, I believe it's Mark's Genre Mixer, who has a bunch of my friends playing in a Friday night game. But at the same time, I'm looking for some new people who want to play a role-playing game. Kind of heavy on the role-playing, or at least, 1/3 to 1/2 role-playing. There will, of course, obviously be dungeons and combat and all your typical D&D stuff, but I don't want, just pure combat, murder hobos for this. So if that's your style, it's probably not the game for you. But you can find all of this on my Discord. If you're not a member and you'd like to be, hit me up for the link, or you can maybe find me and friend request me through DM James or some of the other people I hang out with, and you can, find your way in there. But it's under the heading King's Crusade, even though that's a video game and some other things. I'll probably have to change the name. I should have looked first, but it occurred to me just a few minutes ago, but there might be a video game or something else out there with that name. I'll be changing that later on, but it's not really important. The important part is that you go over there, read there, and then hit me up with a direct message saying, hey, I'd like to be in this. I'm available these nights, etc., and I'd like to play this particular character. I know I'm going to get a crap ton of people going, I want to play the assassin. Well, first come, first serve. And, obviously, if I know you from elsewhere, that might also dictate, which particular character class you might be best suited to play for this. Don't know how long it's going to go. Preferably a year minimum, bare minimum year. Sign up, and we'll come up with the days and dates and all that other stuff later on. Nothing too serious, but I want to know if it can be done, if a heavy espionage game, how it can be done, if it can be done, if it loses momentum and things like that because of it. But that's what I've got for you this morning. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I don't know if I will be doing a Friday live stream yet. I have some family business that I have to take care of Friday morning. So depending on how things go, if not, then you'll definitely see me over there hanging out with DM James or something like that. Or you'll just have to wait until Saturday night. I will be doing the live stream shortly after OGGM's Shadow Dark, Vigilantes for Shadow Dark playtest over on his channel at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Pacific Standard, sorry. Why did I say Eastern? We're all in California. But you'll definitely see me Saturday. But that's what I've got for you guys. Again, have a great weekend. Love you guys, and as always, happy trails.